Because I do not like exercising, y'all. Ask my face. Ask this neck. Ask this chin. No, we don't like exercising, y'all.
Yeah, I was at work, and I think one of the kids, you always wear black. Because I'm fat. Will one cookie push me all the way to diabetes? Or just like a raisin, or a grape? She said, see, this is what I was trying to tell you. And I remember when she said, you want to die? I was like, okay, I'm under arrest. No. But y'all, I'm taking my health into my own hands because I'm trying to stop taking these pills. Like, okay, I like this color of my turtleneck. It's turtlenecking. Hey, y'all. This is Cali Grits, a girl raised in the South living in Cali. I was like, you know what? I have not made a video since the other video the other day. When I was asking, was Dante them on to something? I was like, okay. I was watching the latest installment of Pop the Balloon. I don't know if you can see that person I'm pointing to right there. But if you ever watched DK4L, that dude look like Ken. I was like, Ken is on here trying to find some love, popping the balloon. Him and De'Ara used to have those that don't know who I'm talking about, they used to have a couples channel. They used to do pranks on each other. This is back when couple channels it was the big thing, and they would go on trips and all of this. But anyhow, I like watching Pop the Balloon. Well, at least Arlette's version, honey. Them other people, they were doing with that little clown talking about finding a real one. He was on there. I was like, dude, I know you cannot be serious. He was up there crying, made a video of himself crying. Pointer. Yes, that man. I'm like, I know you was not serious. He looked like he had on a wig, and it was a hot mess. And then he gonna talk about women wear wigs, and so why he can't wear one. That ain't why I got on here to make this video, y'all. The last video that I made, I was talking about how my blood sugar numbers were out of control. I found out I was pre-diabetic. And so I am like, I just went on I'm still on it. 21-day sugar detox. So it's like to get all the sugars out my blood and out my bloodstream. And of course, I'm going to go back. Let me rewind. So when I went to my last doctor appointment, I found out I was pre-diabetic when they did my blood work because I got my A1C checked. And I was like, okay, never knew the importance of getting that checked. But then with a history of diabetes in my family, why not? And so I got it checked, and it was 5.9, which is pre-diabetic. I think diabetic is 6.4 and above or something like that, but it was like getting really close. And so one thing about your health, it ain't going to improve unless you do some things different to help it improve, which consists of course, eating healthier and exercising more, getting the body moving. And so, like most people, I'm sure, I had an inactive gym membership. And I was like, let me go back to the gym. I had joined Crunch Fitness on like some kind of special where it was like, they tried to get me to stay. So they lowered the price to like $16 and some change per month. I'm like, that beats the $30 I was paying at 24-Hour Fitness. So I went ahead and just signed up, but I hadn't been using it. And so after talking to my nutrition coach and fitness coach, she told me to buy a glucometer. So this is the one I purchased right here. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm trying not to get too high because I think it was kind of raised up a little high. There we go. This is the One Touch Vario Flex. Now, I had never bought but I have a reason to buy a glucometer, the blood sugar monitor thingy. And so if you've never used one, this is the side where it pricks your finger. So you basically unscrew the top You place the lancet in, and then you unscrew the top off so the needle would be poking out. And then you pull back this part right here. This right here is the prickness thickness. It determines, it's a gauge for how far it goes into your finger. And you have to read to see what the setting that it needs to be to make it happen. But anyway, after you pull it back and you put your finger up to it, you push the green button and it pricks you. And once it draws blood, you put it on the strip, and the strip goes into that top part at the thing at the top. And then it reads your blood sugar. Now, I've been doing this for the last, what did I say? It's been 2 weeks, or maybe almost 2 weeks. And my readings, since I cut out all the sugar, I think I've only had a smoothie maybe once, and I kind of had a cookie because I just wanted to do an experiment to see how this stuff affects my blood sugar. And so the highest that it had gotten though was like 101, which is still not even in a dangerous, it's not a dangerous number. So I think the lowest reading so far, this is the part where I would insert stuff, but I'm trying to do, what you call it? I can't, I'm recording on my phone, so I can't put it up to the thing, but I'm trying to not edit and just talk. But, so yeah, I think the lowest number was 72. The highest was maybe 110. But the average over the last 30 days has been 83. Y'all, I know that's not diabetic. I'm glad I've been monitoring my blood sugar, because I'm telling you, if I go to the doctor and have them do my blood test, girl, they probably be putting sugar in my blood, in the blood test, so they can put me on some medication. Cause I'm just convinced. Y'all have to tell me otherwise, but I just feel like a lot of times, I'm not saying all doctors, so please don't nobody try to quote me on saying all. I'm not going to speak in that broad of a sense, but I feel like doctors be trying to put us on medication, y'all. And I know people always talk about pharmaceutical kickbacks and all that kind of stuff. I wonder how much truth it is to that, because when we had the conversation and I saw that the blood sugar was 5.9, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of panicked, because I'm like, okay, I'm pre-diabetic, but how close to diabetes am I? Am I on the back side or am I on the front side? And I was trying to get him to explain that to me. And, he was like, well, 5.9 and, diabetic he gave me the numbers, and I still was like, well, will one cookie push me all the way to diabetes? Or just like a raisin, or a grape? I need to know how dangerous is this? But, at the same time, I had been talking to my fitness coach, and I want to say a lot of women who come to her are diabetic. And the first thing that man said to me was, okay, well, I can put you on a low dosage of metformin. I was like, oh, no. He said, he was looking at me like, what? I said, no. I mean, I know that there can be a healthy approach to this. Maybe if I lose some weight, maybe if I monitor my my sugar intake. I mean, I know that there got it. And since you say I'm like, no. He just jumped straight to medication. And I was like, nah, that's what doctors be doing, man. They just be trying to get you to start taking medicines that your body is then going to be relying on to be able to function properly. I said, no, I'm not doing that. And then I told him, I said, so, I know I'm going to take it into my own hands, and advocate for myself. I'm not going to be placed on medication, to probably, I don't know. And so I freaked out. I wrote my fitness coach a letter, and cause she had tried to get me to, get on a health kick, and I just was resisting, cause I do not like exercising, y'all. Ask my face, ask this neck, ask this chin. No, we don't like exercising, y'all. And so I said, okay. She said, see, this is what I was trying to tell you. And I remember when she said, you want to die? I was like, okay, I'm under arrest. No. So she gave me a 21-day detox, basically a sugar detox. And I go lie, when I looked at it, because I don't like quinoa. It's a texture thing. But she had me like eating quinoa, I guess is how you say it. I was like, oh Lord. And then she said, I told her, somehow I got up enough courage to tell her, I'm sorry, but I can't eat that. And she says, oh, well, do you like black beans? I'm like, yeah, I love black beans. So I cooked my black beans and replaced that for the quinoa. But the other stuff like cabbage, slaw, and I make my own salad dressing now with my, what is it called? The vinegar, balsamic vinegar. And I put a little olive oil and I mix that together and I put a little seasonings on there, but it's good. And so I was like, I'm no longer going to buy any more salad dressing because the sugar's in there. It's hidden sugar, but it's there. So anyway, no salad dressings out of the bottle. I've been making everything and I've been monitoring this blood sugar. I'm telling y'all, it's like so low, that I know that it's impossible for them to, for me to still be pre-diabetic. I got to be on the other side of that and not on the side pushing towards diabetes, but away from it. And so I'm excited to get the blood sugar checked, but I have my glucometer with all my readings every day. I take it in the morning. I used to take it like 3 times a day. And, she told me, well, after looking at the numbers and they were really good, she says, just check it like in the morning when you first wake up. And I was like, okay, cool. She also told me to start checking my blood pressure because I told her I keep waking up with headaches, but I had not been monitoring my blood pressure. So I started checking it and it was like 156 over 97 and all of that's high. And so I, learned diaphragmatic breathing. My job was so stressful, y'all. One day I was at work and my blood pressure was 192 over 105. Y'all, I think that's stroke level. And my mom had a stroke and she died from diabetes complications. And I was like really nervous. And then I thought maybe the thing is broke. So I went down to the nurse and it was still high. And so I was like, okay, I don't feel like nothing is about to happen, but you can't feel your blood pressure and all of that. But I could feel the stress. I started doing breathing, and I how sometimes people like before they beat somebody up or to keep from beating somebody up. And I'm like, it's something to that. So I started learning. I actually Googled it. I'm like, does deep breathing affect blood pressure? And it said yes. And so I started doing, they call it diaphragmatic breathing, where you breathe in through your nose and exhale. And so I started doing that and I would do that like 10 times in a row and check my blood pressure again. And I'm not lying. It was like 150 something over 90 and it'll be down to like 132 over like maybe 84. And then if I keep going, it'll get down to like 125 over 70 something, which is good. And so what I started doing was every night before I go to bed, I do like my diaphragmatic breathing. And then before I take my blood pressure in the morning, when I first wake up, I do the same thing. And I'm like, dang, being no stress from waking up, going to work every day, to me, that was just stressful within itself. And so Sunday night at about 6 o'clock, it's like, oh Lord, I gotta go to work tomorrow. And I'm like, dang, that's the worst feeling, to go to a job where you're going to be guaranteed to get ticked off at some point in the day. But not having a guaranteed check, it's all right with me. I've been tutoring. I've been getting clients. So I just started my tutoring business called Math Zen Tutoring. Going to post about it. I may even start a YouTube channel about it. Where I post like tutorial videos and little tips and tricks to get kids, in some good math shape. But that was the main thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I showed y'all the blood pressure monitor. If I did, I'm going to show you again. It's eye health, and it has a Bluetooth thing on it. So as I take my pressure, it'll like keep a record of it for me so that I can have that to show to the doctor too, you know. But y'all, I'm taking my health into my own hands because I'm trying to stop taking these pills. Because I do know that over time, I noticed a lot of people started having to get on dialysis because somehow the blood pressure medication is affecting kidney function over time. Yeah, I'm not trying to have that be me. So anyway, y'all, I was like, okay, I like this color of my turtleneck. It's turtlenecking. I like the little detail on the sleeve with the little, it matched my earrings. And yeah, I was at work and I think one of the kids, you always wear black because I'm fat. But we slimming down. The gut ain't gooding like it was. So I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm going to start back showing you what I'm eating too, because when I started the detox, I took my measurements. I do notice my joints. Like, I think I've mentioned this. Y'all have recorded this video 25 times. So this is the 26th iteration. So I don't know what I said, but, I know that my joints have not been sore. I'm noticing a lot of inflammation, like, has left my body as well. So yeah, sugar be doing a number on us, y'all. So if you can, limit your sugar intake, and just start doing like your little coworkers eat granola bars or homemade granola and bell pepper strips and egg whites. Okay. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next video, and I'm gonna finish watching my Pop the Balloon or Find Love. See y'all later. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please be sure to turn on your notifications so you know when I upload videos in the future. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video with every Tamisha, Dictavius, and Harper. You know, you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Cali_Grits. And I created a fan page on Facebook at Cali Grits. Thank you so much for being a part of the Cali Grits tribe. Peace.